Kevin Cook with Hire Husband. You'll never believe what we found during this solarium project. Check it out.
Alright, today we are on day one, part one of a solarium leak fix. Let's see what we got going on. We definitely have some rotted wood here, which is definitely causing some of the problems. See that? Pretty bad rot. Should be a downpipe somewhere in here. There it is. I doubt that's been draining. Probably not helping with the backup. Alrighty.
You know, this is the typical job I get. A single woman going through a divorce, needs a little help around the house, no job too small. Hire a husband today.
Rotted out. So that's why this has nothing to sit on. Any silicone we put on there, you can see that's what's blown out there. Water comes down here and pops right outside. So that's going to be needing some repair for sure.
Now the homeowner decided against repair, so we came up with a different way to waterproof. And that consisted of some clear corrugated sheets. I started off by removing one of these plexiglass panels by removing the old screws. The idea here was to lift it and clean off all of the existing silicone residue from the wooden beams and the plexiglass. That was done with a scraper and a handy dandy chisel. Removing all of this silicone would ensure that the new silicone adhered well to ensure a watertight seal.
Alright, so this part here is so rotted that we have nothing to affix it to. And aside from filling this with silicone, the best bet, and up here, best bet is to put some kind of covering over this whole thing, all the way up and across the center roof line.
So after removing this first panel and realizing how tedious it was to remove all of this old silicone, we went ahead and applied new silicone after scraping all of these perimeters and screwing them down with a weather-resistant screw with a specific type of washer which waterproofs the head, which was a far improvement over the standard screws that were in the plexiglass. Here you see me with some clear silicone going around all the perimeter, and then placing some screws right along the beams. This particular silicone sets up in 30 minutes, which was nice so that we could do a leak test once we were all done with the sealing process. Then we turned our attention to these corrugated plastic sheets that we ripped down to about 4.5 inches wide, just enough to cover each seam, which we then use screws to affix at each joint or at each beam, bottom, center, and top. Here you can see the screws we used. You can see more. Here you can see the cleaned out gutter and the downspout hole. Along the top, we added a ridge to the top, and that pretty much waterproofed it all. Here's the water leak test, and it's hard to see, but there was only one spot we identified, which was from an old screw, which was not replaced. There was 3 or 4 of them actually. That also caused some fissures in the plexiglass, or some small cracks. So once we replaced those with a little flex seal, it was all said and done. Thanks for watching.